Hello, welcome to episode 138 of Your Ultimate Comeback. I'm Brad with my co-host Raquel. How are you?
Doing well, Brad.
Doing well.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Excited. We have a great guest today. His name is Nick Reynolds from Bird's Kitchen. Thank you for the hat, by the way. I'm a hat guy. I love it.
Yeah.
Super excited to have you and hear your journey and your story. I'm going to let Raquel introduce you because you guys know each other pretty well, and she has a great understanding of your background and your story. And let's get into this bad boy.
Absolutely.
Okay. I met Nick, I think, at class. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. He came to take my class at Raw. And it just so happens that his wife, Sterling, is her uncle is one of Matt's very dear friends. They have the same birthday. They were obviously in the hospital together.
You and your husband know everyone.
No, it's just from being around here.
I think I even met Matt before I met you.
Probably.
When I was just moving down here.
Okay.
Because he sold Sterling's grandma's house.
That's right.
And that's when I first met Matt, before I knew her.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
I swear you guys know everyone.
No,
Yeah.
well,
and everyone knows you.
That could
Matt.
be. I don't know if that's good or bad, but anyway, he would be taking my classes. Great guy, love having him, and then found out that he has this social media presence called Bird's Kitchen, and he has 38,000 followers, something like that. Correct? Yeah. And I started following it, and it's really interesting because it's about. He'll go to different restaurants that he likes, or you show yourself cooking a lot too. Yep. You're a great cook. So like Sterling is like, she's dialed. I mean, the food that
she likes to cook too.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Then how do you guys manage that?
I mean, I do the majority of it just because I enjoy it.
Right.
Probably more than she does.
Okay.
But like, she loves food. She's a foodie also, and she does cook too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because my daughter, who loves to cook and bake, has always said she does not find it romantic at all if the boyfriend or whatever wants to be in the kitchen, whether it's like, get the F out, I'm doing my thing.
I couldn't disagree with that more.
Well, that's good. Good. So you like to do it. You enjoy it together.
For sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I know that that's not what you do, but how did that, tell us a little bit about how that came about, that you grew this presence.
My nickname is Bird.
Because he's very tall.
My name's Nick, but my nickname is Bird. It started freshman year of high school.
Oh, okay.
2008, almost 20 years ago. Basically it started as Big Bird and then it just got shortened to Bird. But it was like friends that didn't even know that other groups were calling me Bird would call me Bird.
And you're so like, whoa.
It kind of stuck. And then my best friend from high school went to college with me.
Okay.
And so he called me in college. So it just stuck ever since. And then, I've always loved to cook my whole life. My mom had a cooking business when I was a kid called Kids Cooking Club. It was like these little kits for kids to learn how to cook.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my brother and I, like when we were little kids, like the Food Network came to our house and like filmed us cooking these little kits. And she did well with it. And, my dad loves to cook too. And so from a young age, like I was always into food, into cooking. And then, started taking it a little bit more seriously, like when I was in high school and then really seriously in college and started this Instagram. And it was mainly, I won't say it was a joke, but I didn't take it seriously at first. Like it was just cooking recipes that I like and just posting it on the internet. And it started like that. And it's kind of evolved over the years. I thought I wanted to be a chef for a few years when I was in college. I was like dead set on it. I lived in Italy for a year. I studied abroad, but then I extended it a little bit and learned authentic Italian cooking from this elderly Italian woman. So I was like, I'm going to be a chef.
Yeah.
Did it for a summer. I worked at this high-end catering company in La Jolla when I was home from college for a summer. I was the only cook on the line that didn't graduate culinary school.
Oh, wow.
And every single chef told me, don't do it. Don't go to culinary school. Like it took the joy out of it for me. So after experiencing it myself, I just realized it's more fun to just do it as a hobby.
Yeah.
And again, it was mainly a page for me to just post recipes, and I continued it through college. And I moved to the East Coast, and I've traveled all over the world for fun, and I've lived all over the country for work. And my friends and family would always ask me for recommendations for restaurants just because I've been a lot of places, I feel like. And so probably about 4 years ago, I started just being like, I'm just going to post the restaurants that I like.
Yeah.
And so now it's kind of evolved into, I still post recipes that I like. And I love to cook for myself and kind of promote healthier eating a little bit, you know. You know, everyone has their days where they're not, but still like to eat healthy and cook for myself, cook clean. And then now it's also evolved into, you know, highlighting restaurants and businesses that I love. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm the antithesis of that. I don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Do you not really?
I can cook the basics.
Really?
Yeah. But my kids are like, my daughter won't even let me cook now. She's like,
really?
I'll take care of it.
I feel like it's one or the other. It's not usually kind of a middle ground thing.
I did not get that gene.
Same.
My son likes to cook. So I'm excited about that.
That's great.
He's learning how to cook. Thank God, because I don't want him to have my lack of ability to cook.
Do you like to eat though?
I love to eat. 100%. I love to eat.
Some people don't. Like I have friends that are like, if I could take a pill for food, I would just do that. And that's like,
because
no. I love to eat. I'm just kind of set to do the dishes. That's that's my role.
Hey, you know what it is.
Everyone's got a role.
That's right. That's right. But some of the places that he highlights are some real hidden gems. It's very cool.
Yeah, I would love to hear a couple of those.
Well, you have to follow along in the Bird's Kitchen.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's what you were up to. And then please tell us, we're going to talk about your ultimate comeback.
Yep.
When was that you got your diagnosis?
So let me just set the stage.
Please.
I found out about a year and a half ago that I have type 1 diabetes.
And you're how old?
33.
Okay.
So it's very uncommon to find out this late in life. Yeah. It's becoming more common. It's still not common, but it's compared to what it used to be. Most people find out when they're kids.
Right.
But yeah, about probably 6 years ago, I have a real corporate job. I don't do Bird's Kitchen full time. I wish I could, maybe someday.
Yeah.
But for my corporate job, I get annual blood work done just to get money back on your health insurance. And for years, like everything was always green, no issues. It's like pretty relatively easy numbers to stay within for your results. And I, played sports my whole life, work out and stuff consistently.
Take some really cool yoga classes.
Yeah, that's how Raquel and I met. She was kicking my ass at Raw. So about 5 or 6 years ago, my glucose started like slowly ticking up a little bit, and I knew nothing about it. And I asked my doctor, like, "Hey, what is this?" And I was basically testing in a range that's pre-diabetic. So I don't know how much you guys know about the ranges.
He knows better than me.
Anything over a 6, it's your A1C. Basically, anything over a 6 to 6.5 is pre-diabetic. Below 6, anything below that is a normal person without diabetes, and then anything above 6.5 is diabetic. So I was in like the 6.2, 6.3 range, which is like, hey, cause for alarm, but not like end of the world or anything like that. And so when I first found out, I went full keto for a year.
Oh, wow.
Completely changed how I ate. And again, I was cooking for myself, eating pretty clean already, but I was like, I need to beat this thing. And for 5 or 6 years, I did. I kept it in check. My numbers never went above like a 6.3-ish.
Oh, wow.
And then a year and a half ago in like November of 2024, I got my results back and they were like, I was at a 12.5. So double what I had ever been before. And the doctor was basically like, hey, all we need to see is a number this high one time. And that was after a night of fasting too. And so like it basically like the dinner that I had the night before, like when you're diabetic, you don't have the ability to bring your blood sugar down. And so, yeah, that's how I found out. They did some additional testing and they were like, yeah, you have type 1 diabetes. And I've been treating it ever since. I take insulin now. And yeah, it was a huge adjustment for me, for sure. I mean, for someone who loves food so much and it's such a big part of my life, like I know how to cook for myself and I know the things that are kind of healthy, or at least like have a good idea, pretty in tune with what I need. But I was like starting from square one of like learning it all over again almost. So yeah, the first 6 months were really tough. I feel now that I'm at a point where, one, I can talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it with anyone before. Like I talked about it with my wife, but I didn't want to talk about it with my family, my best friends. Now I'm on a podcast talking about it. So
that's great though, because it makes other people feel like, hey, I'm not alone.
And that's like kind of what I've learned from it. And also like just kind of learned like my life's not over.
No.
You know, I still get to do like a lot of the same things that I did before. It just is like a little bit different and kind of takes some extra planning. But yeah, that's that's kind of my story in a gist.
I love it.
Yeah. Were you experiencing symptoms or anything like that when your blood sugar was getting that high?
Not really. The best way I could describe it is like, well, one, I think that I only had diabetes for a year or less without treating it, because basically it's like a pressure cooker, right? So type 1 is genetic and it's like passed down, and so it's an autoimmune disease. So your body has it, and it's just, when is it going to make it known? And most people, it's when they're kids.
Right.
But for some, it's like there's now this rise in like late adult onset diabetes. And I wouldn't say I had symptoms of it, but like from where I'm at now, like treating it and working out, like my energy levels are like way better than what they used to be, just because my body's operating at like how a normal person should. Yeah, more efficiently. And like, I feel like I'm getting more out of my workouts. You know, my sleep's better.
Oh, good.
I feel like I'm operating normally. I always use this as an example, but there's a pitcher on the San Diego Padres named Mason Miller.
Yeah.
He's like one of the hardest throwing guys in the league. He throws like 105. So he got diagnosed with type 1 when he was in college, and he was like throwing, I don't know what his velocity was, but it was like in the mid 80s or something. And then he started treating it, and now he's one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the MLB.
Oh, I didn't know that part of the story.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, not that I'm comparing myself to an MLB pitcher, but like the point is, your life can go back to normal and actually improve.
Be better.
Yeah.
So I love that. That's your ultimate comeback.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole thing.
Well, I mean, the ability to use blood sugar to get it back into the muscle and all that is huge for performance, recovery, energy, all that stuff. When you're type 1, you can't get it in there because you're not producing the insulin to push it in.
Yeah.
That's a drastically different lifestyle.
Totally.
Like internally inside the system.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised you didn't have worse side effects. I wonder, because of how well you're taking care of yourself, how well you're eating, you didn't have like severe symptoms and things like that.
I think that's what my doctor says is like, you in those 5 or 6 years, but even before that, like you taking care of yourself is just basically kicking the can further down the road. And like prolonging the amount of time before I found out. So
what are some of the big changes you've had to make since getting that diagnosis?
I'd say the biggest change is probably cutting out things that are healthy, but I can't personally eat. So like smoothies, for an example, and or like just fruit in general. Like I loved smoothies. I loved fruit. Yeah. And I can still enjoy that stuff, but I can't start my day off with a bunch of fruit or a smoothie. Or I love bananas. Like I had 2 bananas at least every day. But it's just like, it's too much sugar for me, you know?
Yeah. Well, Brad would say that no one should start their day off that way. Wouldn't you?
No, I honestly, I love a savory breakfast. So that wasn't a huge change for me. But just learning things like even sweet potatoes, like I can still eat sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes, but like that's high in carbs. Like I need to manage also the order of which I eat things is a big thing. So like now I always eat protein and fiber before I eat carbs.
Fantastic.
Just so I could give my body something to digest and it it's not as much of a blood sugar spike.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you wear a continuous glucose monitor all the time?
Yeah.
All the time. Okay.
I switch it out every 2 weeks. Okay. Dexcom. I would say the other biggest thing is like, since I do work out a lot and do like yoga, hot yoga, Pilates, stuff like that, or any workout class, just planning around that. Like I can't go into a strength yoga class when my blood sugar is like even just like relatively low, like even if it's like in the right range. Like I need to eat something right before, because it's such high strain on your body. You're sweating so much, your heart rate's up. Yeah. You would just crash in the middle of class. And
Brad knows that one.
Yeah.
I did crash in the first class I did.
Yeah.
Last 10
Not
minutes.
because of your blood sugar, just because of
I was
overeating.
It was the first time she's like, come do my strength class. I'm like, I could barely survive a yoga Pilates class. So I go, and she introduced me. Hey, everyone, guess is here. My trainer's here. I'm like, oh my God. The last 15 minutes of class, I had to lay on the mat. I was going down. Yeah. I couldn't function.
The best part of her classes is like everyone is involved and they're all like talking and she calls you out. And it's like, you can't just like skate by. It's like, you're going to get called out by her.
In a good way.
No, in a good way. Yeah.
And I was like, nowhere near the door, so I couldn't get out. So I
didn't give you a hard time though. Once you were down,
thank God you didn't.
Yeah.
But I was down.
I let you be.
Yeah.
I let you be.
Yeah, no joke.
Especially
so when
bad.
the heat's gone.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally.
So everyone in that class knows your trainer's a wuss.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
But so much of what you're saying about of these changes that you've made are changes that wouldn't be bad for anybody.
No, it's great advice.
Yeah.
All the help stabilize blood sugar,
Yes.
help manage it better,
Yes.
like eating the protein first.
Yes.
That's great advice in
Totally.
general for everyone.
Right.
One of my really close family friends, one of my parents' best friends, she commented. I shared my story publicly
On
my
Instagram,
a couple weeks ago for the first time, and she commented on it and was like, "Anything." I've never thought of it this way, but it's so simple. Like she's like, anything that would benefit someone cooking wise with diabetes is something that would benefit everyone. To be honest.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I've kind of reframed how I look at it, and I don't necessarily think of it in like a negative light anymore. It's easier for me to talk about with people, and hopefully I can, change some people who are struggling with it also.
Yeah.
And even people that are, that are looking towards type 2, they can rein that back doing some of these, change or making some of these changes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
it's the same recommendations you're going to make to someone who's dealing with type 2 or prediabetes is to help them.
Yeah.
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 And it's true that you do preach that all the time. Those are things, I don't know if you know, he wrote a book and I'm going to say the name wrong. The Stark Naked 21-Day Metabolic Reset. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
So in these 3 weeks, you're kind of removing some things. Stop me if I'm saying this incorrectly, Brad, that are maybe going to inflame the body and do all sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
To kind of take, like caffeine you take away and alcohol if you're drinking it and blah, 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 blah. Certain fruits, certain things that I guess you found out that a lot of people had responses to.
Yeah, so one of the big things that I wrote about was food sensitivities. This was kind of like a newer idea back then.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows about it, but it was all via blood test. And it was like a $450 blood test back then. So I had all these records, and I wrote about it, and the publisher loved it. But it was like, we can't make people go get a $450 blood test to do your program in your book. So come up with a solution. So I just went through, I think I had like 300 and some blood tests. And so I just went through all of them and documented every single sensitivity, and then just took the most common ones. So, so then I just removed those foods, hoping that the benefit was going to be that at least we're probably going to find something that's triggering you and pull it out without having to get a blood test.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was on the focus, big focus on blood sugar stability, big focus on stress reduction, big focus on inflammation.
Yeah.
But I think that, and most of the functional medicine doctors, most naturopathic doctors, everyone puts a big emphasis on the stuff you're talking about.
Yes.
Because it's really, really important to keep the blood sugar stable, to keep insulin sensitivity in check, because you're going to function more optimally. You're going to have more energy. You're going to be healthier, like all the things that can get dysregulated when blood sugar gets out of alignment, which you were experiencing at an extreme level. So it was really cool to hear how different you felt once you found the solution, because it's powerful. People don't understand how powerful enhancing your blood sugar stability and insulin sensitivity is.
Right.
No,
it's benefits that come with it.
Yeah, I would say night and day difference.
That's
and
awesome.
like I even have buddies that are like super into fitness that wear glucose monitor sometimes just to kind of like not 24/7, but just like just for a week or two, just to see what things fluctuate with it. And it does definitely tie hand in hand with performance of not just like working out, but just day to day energy and everything.
And I think it's fantastic that some people would just head in the sand and I don't even want to deal with this.
Yeah.
But the fact that you kind of flip that script and no, I'm gonna talk about this, because I remember when we talked about it initially, you were like, I haven't gone public with it on my Instagram yet. I'm not sure I'm ready to talk about it. I'm like, okay, cool. So we kind of circled back, and what was the response like with your page?
It was overwhelmingly
positive.
So positive and
nice.
Like so grateful. I had DMs from people that I've known for years. I'm not going to say who they are, obviously, but like, being like, hey, I've lived with this my whole life. I would love for you to send me some recipes.
Awesome.
Like, and I love that. Like, I mean, if I just helped one person, that was my goal, you know, if I can be a resource for anyone or just talk about it, because it was hard. Like, I mean, it was an emotional time for me. It was
definitely
the week I found out was the week my wife took the diabetes test when she was pregnant.
Whoa, really?
Which is like 2 days prior. So it was like emotional and like, you know, my wife is a superwoman. Like
she's beautiful.
Yeah, she is. No, but I mean, she deals with it just as much as I do. Like, you know, I'm not perfect. Like there's nights where I wake up in the middle of the night and my blood sugar alarm is going off, and you know, I sleep with, you know, pieces of candy or something with sugar next to my bed. And yeah, like those nights are hard, and I'm going to deal with those forever. But it's like with anything, are you going to sit there and just make it overcome you, or are you going to kick its ass? You know? So
that's the attitude.
Yeah. So I've learned how to live with it, and I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm like just hitting my stride with it, and hopefully can, you know, change some other people's outlook on it.
I love it.
Well, and I love the idea. One of the things I've seen people struggle with that I've worked with in that scenario is finding recipes that taste good. Like so often they feel so deprived because what they've been given is this structured meal plan. It's boring as hell. It sucks. So that's a huge thing to get out to the world, is like, hey, okay, I'm dealing with this. I still love food, and I'm going to find options around it and share it with people. And that's going to be a big deal for people in that same scenario, because that's one of the, like I said, one of the biggest complaints is like, I love food, but I can't eat anything. Like, what the hell do I do? And I don't know.
Right.
No, there's so many options out there, like alternatives, and, you know, just high protein diets are, I mean, that's what I stick to. It wasn't a huge change for me in that aspect, but I always tell people, like, if you don't like to cook, you're probably just cooking the wrong things. Like you need to start at square one, you know, like make eggs, learn how to make eggs, and then graduate to protein, and then kind of learning how to cook in general, I think makes you more in tune with what your body likes, and also like when you go out to eat, you know, like what you enjoy to eat. I don't know. I think it all kind of ties hand in hand with how you feel is obviously how you're going to eat is how you're going to feel. Also, like going out to eat, the community aspect of it and just bringing people together through food is like what I try to bring out in my page. And yeah, I just think that there's like a whole nother side of food other than just like an aesthetic looking plate. Yeah.
But to the point about the cooking thing, it's intimidating. And I'm saying that from, you know, personal experience. It's intimidating to me. My daughter will just, you know, she doesn't measure certain things. You know, she's, you know, whatever. Or she'll get on the internet and just find a recipe and just try it. Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Both of my kids do that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like on social media. Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I got to measure this perfectly. You know, I mean, I'm a very insecure cook.
Yeah.
You know, so watching her, which she definitely didn't get that from me, is wild.
Yeah.
But I think it's intimidating for some people. So I can see, like your page, I mean, like I said, he's got so many beautiful dishes. Like your chimichurri sauce, I think you still owe me, by the way.
That's my favorite. It's my favorite thing in the world.
When you cut up the meat, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
No, I think with going back to the cooking thing, I think it's all repetition. Like
like anything, probably.
Yeah, like I was just how you described. Yeah. I used to be that way.
Really?
And I used to measure everything because you don't know. Like you start somewhere and you're like, I had to follow these recipes. Like even my mom's recipes. Like I used to read cookbooks. I still love cookbooks, but
well, my mother-in-law wrote 2. Do you know that?
Did she really?
Yes.
Oh, no, I had no idea.
Talk about intimidating.
Yeah. I use them more now for like inspiration, or like if I see someone cooking something, my favorite thing is going to a restaurant and being like, oh, I want to recreate that dish, you know, but like you can't do that unless it's all trial and error. You have to get to a point where like I've made so much shitty food in my life that like now I know how to make better tasting food. And I don't ever I'm not a big baker. I never have been.
Okay. Yeah.
I've never been a big sweets guy in general.
It's probably
but
good.
like baking, you have to measure everything. It's a science. Like you can't add a little bit extra of this. But cooking, like for me, it's mostly feel now at this point. Like I can kind of tell when meat on the grill is done now based off feel. But like you don't get there unless you've cooked a million overcooked shitty steaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the way you cook, would you say it's kind of your chill time too?
Oh, for sure.
That's nice.
I don't see it as like a chore.
Okay,
like
good.
We'll go on trips with friends and family, and they'll be like, Nick, will you cook? Like they like hesitate to ask. I'm like, please. Like, it's like my favorite thing ever is cooking for people.
That's great.
And just bringing people together through food. And so like I don't see it as like, oh, I gotta cook.
Yeah.
There's obviously times where I don't make what I'm posting on my Instagram every night of the week.
Right.
Like I cook like a fast stuff, especially having a kid now.
Sure,
and stuff.
sure.
You gotta adapt as they go.
Of course.
But yeah, my main point is like I think you just got to get out there and try it.
Yeah, definitely. But you talked about so what before your diagnosis, what would your breakfast have been? Like if you're coming to Raw, would you eat something beforehand or would you have not?
I would have eaten something. My breakfast in most of my meals consisted with bread, or some sort of carb, and I like not necessarily a complex carb.
Okay.
And so, I guess my biggest switch, I went keto for a year, and you can't go keto like when you have diabetes and taking insulin. Like you have to eat carbs. So I'm probably eating more carbs since I found out I have diabetes since I was before, because I was probably like, I wasn't full keto anymore, but I was like pretty mindful of the carbs I was eating. Now I would say I start every day with like Ezekiel bread. It's like, sprouted bread, and it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much. Always have avocado on there. My favorite breakfast now is like avocado toast. Sometimes I'll put an egg. Sometimes I'll just do like tinned fish is like a new thing for me. Yeah, which sounds weird with breakfast, but like there's some... But like, there's new kinds of tinned fish. I don't know if you got into the tinned fish craze, but it's like a whole thing. Have you seen any of that?
No, I just know sardines.
Okay, so there's a whole nother side of tinned fish now. Yeah, it's like
Do tell.
Look up like tinned fish on Instagram or TikTok. There's like people who do like tinned fish reviews.
Really?
Because it's not just sardines in a can with oil or water anymore. It's like preserved lemon, like mackerel with spicy Spanish olive oil. Like
I had no idea.
Yeah, and it tastes good. Like
promise?
It's not. I promise. Give it a shot. You might.
So where does one get this?
You can get
Birdies Bodega or something?
No. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm sure you can get it. Birdies, Sprouts, any grocery store.
Okay.
I wouldn't say like maybe Vons and stuff have it, but like you can get a Costco.
Mother's probably.
Oh, Mother's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you like that, Brad?
I've never tried it
because we're gonna try it and report back.
Yeah, there's.
So what's a beginner's one?
There's a brand called Fish Wife. I think it's called.
That's cute.
Fish Wife or Fish. Yeah, I think it's Fish Wife, not Fish Life.
Okay.
They have they kind of, I would say maybe are pioneers of the trend. They have like this bright thematic packaging that kind of like catches your eye, but they're doing all these like, sardines and coconut curry. And it's like, you could just eat it straight from the can.
Really?
Like, yeah.
And that's probably good for travel to throw in your bag. I mean, not to eat on the plane, but to take with you.
Like before a workout with like on some crackers or something. Like just quick and easy protein.
And it's a Jamba Juice, Brad.
Yeah. And it's not just, you're going to think it's like really fishy, but like the stuff that's out there now is like.
Not.
I mean, I would never in a million years eat it for breakfast if I thought it was just like going to be fish in a can.
Sure.
That. There's like a lot more to it now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's usually what I start my day with. I don't always add fish. It's just
but it's high protein.
Yeah, it's high protein.
Yeah, I remember this group of guys we used to get together for like training workshops and stuff, and a couple of them were big into the sardines.
Ugh.
The smell of it, I'm like, no, never.
Yeah.
Never. I would have never thought I'd have a conversation about trying tinned fish.
Yeah. You know who's really into it? Shelby Treasy. She loves the tinned fish.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know it's really good for you, but like, there's no way in hell I'm eating that down.
She even put like on Instagram something about, would you try it? Have you tried it? I'm like, Or do you know about it? Have you tried it? I'm like, know about it. Haven't tried it.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give one of the newer ones a shot. It's not just like the fish and oil.
Okay.
It might,
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
At your recommendation, I'm going to do it.
You go first. I'm scared because all I can remember is the smell of the sardines.
Just knocking you out. Yeah, that's a lot. But if it's got all those other like sauce, kind of ingredients to kind of offset that.
I just need you to convince me it's not fishy as you're doing it. Not sardine fishy.
Yeah. Well, there's other fish. You said mackerel.
Oh, there's smoked trout with chimichurri.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
there's like there's unique stuff out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try the trout. I love trout.
Okay, we can handle
The
that.
trout's good.
He's an Oregon boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. We give our daughter the Force of Nature meatballs.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
It has like the ancestral blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves them.
Really?
Have you had those?
Uh-uh.
Oh. Have you had?
I haven't had those. I've had ancestral blends, but I haven't had the meatballs.
They're so good.
Really?
Force of Nature is the brand. They come
Yeah,
frozen.
I get like the ground meats and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never done the
trying to think
meatballs. It's like Oregon meats mixed in with everything.
Hey, that freaks me out when it says the words.
You would have no idea.
Really?
If
You have
I
no
gave
idea it's in there.
If I gave you that meatball,
I wouldn't know.
You would be like,
No.
"This is a great meatball."
Yeah.
I just don't like the words.
I've only had the ground meat. I haven't had the meatballs, but the ground meat was.
They're good.
Yeah.
They don't add anything to it. Like all the other ones.
It's frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna
ones
look
you
for
get
that
at the
too.
store are like, has panko and all the other additives in it.
Yeah.
But these are just like super clean, and so we give our daughter those like for lunches, and I make meatballs for her, like little ground chicken ones.
Of course you do, Nick.
I mean, look, she's only a year and a half, but like it's important for me to instill that early on. Like we're trying not to give her sugar,
That's great.
And she's gonna make her own decisions later in life, but at least like steer her in the right direction.
I love that.
It's the hardest thing when they go off the wagon. They get older. That's what I call it.
Well, when they go to their friends' houses that don't do that.
My kids were even pretty good going to their friends' houses when they're younger, but then they kind of got a taste, and fast food was discovered. And,
I know.
Yeah.
It's rough.
They want what they can't have.
100%.
Totally. So I want to hear the rest of what you eat in a day, typically.
So one of the things that definitely has changed my life is dense bean salads. I'm a huge promoter. Have you heard of that trend?
No. Okay, gosh, I am so out of it right
now. It's another food trend, but this one is like a lifesaver for me. And honestly, anyone who wants to eat just like cleaner, it's basically a bunch of different beans in a salad, and you mix different things with it at the beginning of the week, and it gets better in the fridge over the course of the week. So like my favorite one is like this red chimichurri one. And so red chimichurri is basically just sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil or avocado oil, and like some sun-dried tomatoes. I already said sun-dried, and roasted peppers and stuff. And you basically mix it with a couple beans, maybe some steak or chicken. And
I think you've made it on, have I seen it on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks beautiful.
It's probably my favorite like dish because you make it on Sunday and then by Wednesday or Thursday, it's tasting even better. You can make a huge batch of it. It's really high protein. And the beans don't spike your blood sugar. It's like one of the lowest glycemic index carbs that's out there is beans.
Interesting.
And so like you get... Any type, yeah.
Oh,
and so like you get... I try to focus on dishes that I actually feel full from. So high protein, like high fiber, and like bean salads are like a home run in that category.
I love white beans.
Oh.
Yeah. I usually use white beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very willing to try that one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll send you the recipe.
Yeah. That one doesn't scare me as much as...
No. So you can add in some meat on top of that?
Yeah, I usually do steak and like cut it up really small, and so everything's kind of like the same size as like the beans, and it all mixes together. And the sauce is like the best part because it's usually like an oil and vinegar based sauce, so it stays, it keeps everything fresh, like it's not getting all soggy throughout the week, and then the flavors get better.
That sounds like my son moved out a month ago.
Okay.
Month ago? Something like that. When was I having my meltdown, my mommy meltdown? Was that a month ago? Something like that.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Brad's like, which one?
Which one?
Hey,
Which one are we talking about?
It's true. There's a lot of them. Valid, and I own it. When he moved out, he obviously we're not eating out all the time anymore. So he said, I'm going to food prep. So I got him the nice glass containers and whatever. And I think that would be such a good thing for him to food prep.
Totally.
To take to work.
It's probably, go ahead.
Go ahead. My biggest struggle with food prep is I make it on Sunday, but Wednesday,
terrible.
I don't want to eat it.
Right.
Exactly.
But
that's why I'm so intrigued.
That's the best part of these. And like I made like a Mediterranean one with like some, olives and feta cheese and bell pepper and stuff. And yeah, it stays fresh. It gets better 2 days
because it just kind of melts, right?
It's all together.
Okay, good.
We love them. My wife likes it too.
Yeah.
So
and it can be cold. You never eat it hot, right?
No, I mean it's I mean, it's warm when you first eat it usually because like the protein and stuff. But like otherwise, you just eat it straight out of the fridge. It's like ready to go. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, we need to try that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's something I can just like sneak in at work.
Yeah,
that's what I've been trying to like.
He gets Jamba Juice.
Every once. It's not Jamba Juice. It's Robux.
Okay.
What is that?
I don't know.
Smoothies.
Smoothies.
Gotcha.
Well, because I'm just like stacked, and I don't have time to sit down and eat. So this past week, I tried some different things. And Monday and Tuesday was great, but then yesterday, I'm like, oh my god, this tastes horrible.
I wanted to eat this again.
So yesterday and today have been like the prior weeks where Monday and Tuesday are really good.
Yeah.
So
that salad sounds great.
Yeah.
So how much do you make?
I usually use like probably 4 cans of beans.
Okay.
Like 2 garbanzos, 2 white beans. Sometimes 5 if I want to make a big batch. But yeah, I mean, between my wife and I, it's usually like 1 dinner, it probably lasts us 3 days.
Wow.
You know, it's a good amount. And like, I'll make it when my wife's out of town or something. Like, I'll make it for myself and just make like a big batch and just eat it. It's amazing.
Hey, that's a great tip.
Yeah.
Especially if you pull it right out of the fridge and just eat it versus cook it or warm it up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Those have been a game changer. Okay. The Ezekiel bread for sure. I'd say at night, we try to typically eat like, protein, carb, fiber, vegetable. Nothing crazy. I mean, it depends where I'm at.
Yeah,
if I'm
of course.
traveling and I'm getting home, I'm trying to eat something simple. It's like, sweet potatoes and...
You're one of the few guys that I know that like sweet potatoes.
Really?
My husband hates them. My son is like, I mean, it's funny. Do you like sweet potatoes?
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Really? Do you like sweet potatoes? You don't either. Caesar doesn't like them either. I feel like guys think they're a chick food. You know what I mean?
I never thought of it that way.
I don't know.
No.
I think of them as like a paleo food. Like
Do you?
Paleo,
Do you like the bodybuilder eating it out of their...
the paleo like tribe kind of made that like, okay, this is an okay carb.
And, and I'm making my burger bun out of my sweet potato.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the Japanese sweet potatoes.
Are those the purple ones?
Yeah. Well, usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My daughter loves them too.
Yeah.
It's like her favorite thing right now is sweet potatoes. So
how else do you eat sweet potatoes? What other? You make fries?
No, I don't usually make fries. I usually cube them.
Okay.
My wife loves making sweet potatoes. She'll do them like halves.
Okay.
And she'll just cook them. We'll eat like half at a time.
Okay.
But like as like a kind of a main dish with like either ground meat or something else on the side. But I like cubing them and roasting them. I put avocado oil and everything but the bagel seasoning.
Really?
So it kind of like is like the sweet saltiness of it is kind of like what I think is kind of good on it. Yeah.
What about a flaky sea salt?
Oh, we love flaky sea salt. Yeah.
That's just yum.
What's that?
It's like a big, how would you describe it?
Yeah, they're like big flakes of salt. We have like a container of it of Malden salt that we just put on.
Isn't it called a cellar?
I don't
Salt
know.
cellar.
Is it?
I think.
Maybe.
Okay.
You might know more than I do.
No way. I don't know more than you. But yeah.
Yeah, we put it on just like finishing salt.
Yeah, like on avocado toast. I'm sure you've seen it. Well, you probably don't. You don't strike me as an avocado toast guy, but
no. But I mean, I like it.
But they would kind of put it on there.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It is yummy.
I also eat out probably more than most people just because of the.
So how do you do that when you're trying to manage?
I think I just eat out differently than I used to. Like, actually, not even that much. I think I just am more in tune with what I'm eating. Like, I just got back I was in Texas for a week, and I was trying some of the best barbecue places in the world.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. It was I went there for my actual job, but I took a couple of days off.
Job.
Yeah. And I had to be in Dallas, and I took a few days off of work and went and did like a food tour, which is like the first time I'd done that with Bird's Kitchen. Yeah, it was awesome. But anyways, I'm eating at these barbecue places, and most barbecue places offer like a ton of sides. That's the thing in barbecue.
Yeah.
And you have like your mac and cheese and your potato salad, but then you also have like vinegar-based slaw and like beans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so like, I can go out to eat and eat protein and a vinegar-based slaw. Like vinegar is really good for managing blood sugar. I don't know the science behind it or anything, but I know like some people take like shots of apple cider vinegar before they eat. Like there's something about it that
people in general or people with type 1 diabetes? Or both?
Both. I would say like people like that, and I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying like it's something about the vinegar, like your body metabolizes it, and you're able to kind of manage your blood sugar a little bit better.
Okay.
So anyways, any vinegar based or fermented foods are great.
I love fermented
So
foods.
do I do. So
You like Fermentation Farm?
Love it.
Me too.
Yeah, we love it. We would go, my wife and I would get the kraut.
Oh, my husband hates when I eat it. He's like, oh my God, you just opened up the jar.
We love it.
Because it's garlic.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's delicious.
Which one do you get?
I just get the garlic kraut.
Oh, yeah. We get
So
the
good.
spicy cilantro one.
Oh, I haven't tried that one.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll have to try that one.
Yeah, but anyways, like going out to eat is like, I don't feel like I'm restricting myself at all.
Good.
Like I still feel like I eat the things that I want to. I just like am mindful of like, I'm not going to order the banana pudding. I never was a big dessert guy, but like I'm also like aware like, hey, I need to go for a walk or I need to work this off. Or like some days if I know I'm like going to film some food content, like I'm working my ass off in the morning and like no one's seeing that.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything like that. I'm just saying like it takes a little bit of extra planning. And that's what I've learned, I think the most is like, hey, I can still enjoy a lot of these things. I'm just going to, you know, work my ass off in the morning or later that day, like walk it off. When I was in Texas, it was 100 degrees every day out there. And one of the last stops that I had on this day, like it was like the third
food tour
that I was on, there was a Costco like right next to it. And so I'm a member and I went inside of Costco and I walked like 3 or 4 miles around the perimeter inside because there's air conditioning just to like, get some steps in and work off some of the food because I couldn't walk outside. So
that's a great tip, actually.
So you just find ways to get it done.
Yeah. And walking after a meal is good for everybody.
Yeah.
You promote that.
100%. I think it's really valuable.
I'm a big walker.
Yeah.
I walk in the morning before my daughter wakes up,
Nice.
Just to get some morning sunlight and get outside. Yeah, it's important.
I have a question for you, your continuous glucose monitor.
Yeah.
Have you discovered, like, I love how it individualizes food for each person. Any food surprised you that causes a big blood sugar response for you personally?
Surprise.
That you thought wouldn't have the impact that it has?
I mean, I knew that they had sugar, but like bananas really spike. Like there's a lot of sugar in a banana. So like, just to give you an example, like when your blood sugar is going really low and the alarm's going off, like they generally say...
Is it literally an alarm?
Oh yeah, like if my phone's on silent, it's blaring. Like because like if you're in the middle of it's not an emergency if your blood sugar goes really high. Like it's not an immediate, it's more like long-term effects. But if your blood sugar goes too low, it's like you could go to the it's an immediate danger.
Right.
So yeah, it's extremely loud. You know, my wife wakes up in the middle of the night when I wake up, you know. But like you're generally supposed to have like 10 grams of carbs, like to kind of get back on track. Like if you eat a banana, like you're good. It's like, I don't know it depends on the size of the banana and stuff, but like there's way more than I thought was in there.
Right.
I don't know if any other foods really surprised me that much, only because like I never really ate desserts, but like, I can always tell.
That's a yellow flag, by the way.
What, desserts?
If the guys don't eat dessert.
I'm just not a dessert guy.
That's what my daughter says.
There's certain ones that I like. Like when
I'm just teasing.
Lived in Italy, like I love tiramisu.
Well, how can you not, right? In Italy.
For sure. No, but even here, like there's certain ones I'm like, okay, I'll have some.
Yeah.
And I'll still try it. I'm just not like the person like, I need to eat a dessert to myself. Like, I'll have one bite.
What about Sterling? Is she that way?
She loves dessert.
Yeah. I think it's a girl thing. We girls love our sweet treat.
Yeah, she loves a sweet treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a sweet treat. Do you love a sweet treat?
Pastry based.
Yeah.
You're a big pastry guy?
Oh, that's my
yeah.
I remember when my daughter a couple weeks ago made brookies. And she brought it into the gym, one for Brad and one for Jay. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Was it good? Yeah.
She gave them both to me and she said, will you give one of these to Jay? I'm like, of course. And then who was it? Someone's
Janina. She gave it to Janina instead.
Yeah. She says, you know what? Maybe that's bad. I'm going to give it to Janina.
his partner.
I text her. Like, as soon as I was done training her, I was driving home. It was gone in 5 minutes. I'm like, probably a really good idea you gave that to Janina, or Jay would have never experienced this.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
I know.
Yeah. Well, dang, we're already running out of time.
I know. But I just think this is so encouraging that you have like really spun this and made this work for your in your favor. I mean.
Yeah.
And nothing really has had to change that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've also opened people's eyes about a lot of things, and most of these tips are things that everyone should do.
100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that you took, that's a scary thing, right?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
probably took you to a little bit of a dark place.
Totally.
But to go there and then be able to take it and accept it and say, no, I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And then share it with the world.
Yes.
Such an incredible gift.
I agree.
Totally.
I agree.
It's, I hope people hear that. Like, sometimes we think this, it's embarrassing or it's a weakness or whatever.
Yeah.
You own it and you beat it and you share it. It's always such a powerful message.
Yeah, I resonate with that. I definitely was like when I first found out in a dark place and like didn't want to share it with anyone and didn't want to talk about it. And I just kind of realized like, one, I have a platform that's centered around food.
Which isn't that interesting?
Crazy.
Right?
I mean, so like in a way it was like kind of eating at me. Yeah. Like I need to share this. I just didn't know like how to share it, and I didn't want to talk about it in general. And then I was like, you know what? There's truth there's power in speaking your own truth and out there. And, again, if I can use my platform, it doesn't need to turn into me just posting about diabetes all the time, but it can kind of frame it as like, you can eat healthy and make smart decisions and still eat fucking sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. No, we cuss all the time. Anyway.
Okay. Fucking awesome food. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't your life doesn't need to be over. Like you can make smarter decisions.
Right.
You don't need to go out and eat, the mukbangs in your car and like all the sugar and stuff. Like, I mean, there's a market for that too, but like at the same time, like you can go enjoy amazing restaurants. You can cook for yourself, have food that tastes good and still live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. Love it. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
And tell people Instagram, Bird's Kitchen.
Yeah.
How they find it.
Exactly.
Just Bird's Kitchen.
Bird's Kitchen, exactly how it sounds.
Recipes, deliciousness.
Instagram, TikTok. I recently got on Facebook. That's a new thing.
It's kind of become in vogue again. It's funny.
Well, it goes hand in hand with Instagram, but so it's fun.
I love it.
Awesome.
So we're going to report back with our tinned fish.
Yeah, please.
Bean salad for me.
Okay, tinned fish.
I'll start with that. You start with the tinned fish.
Okay, sounds good. You're going to send us that recipe.
Yeah,
that would be
awesome.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
Cool
deal.
I'll suck it up and try the tinned fish.
Yeah.
You got to convince me.
I feel like I'll get 2 tins and we'll try it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you some ones that you should try.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on that.
That are like approachable.
Okay.
Approachable.
Approachable is that sounds good.
Then you can get a little more advanced. Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for my cool hat.
Yes, thank you.
It.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right.